Welcome to part 11. I only have one quick thing I need to talk about, and that is after the drama of the last episode died down during the editing, I realized that the Padres were gone and they still had, you can't tell what that says because this is so small, but that says DSL Padres Brown. So I forgot to transfer. See, I have to talk about this stuff or I forget things. So since the Padres were gone, I looked to see if they had a smaller subsidiary that was without a logo. And they did. They had one. By the way, the Guardians did not. So this doesn't factor in for the Guardians. So I went ahead and I basically created this new logo, which is the same thing. It just says DSL Padres Brown. Yeah, so I think the first thing we'll do, I'll just look at the San Diego team and I'll take the worst original player and send them to this Padres team. Here is the Padres Brown. They have 25 players. They've only had an upgrade. Their improvement player is Jordan Valenzuela. Let's find out who they're going to inherit. No string is attached. This player, just like the players that have gone before him, one that's active still and one that is not. And again, the Guardians don't have this. Martin Maldonado. This guy, weak as he is going to the DSL Brown. He may become a god there. We're going to go find out right now. More of a demigod. The only player in the 30s. I'll go ahead and we'll do this. Done. Here we are with a new wheel, a new day, a new episode, and new strategies from these 210 teams that remain. Number one today is the ACL Reds. We're going to kick right off with some fire. Somebody's going down. Okay, ACL Reds versus ACL Dodgers. The Dodgers have already won 2 games. They've inherited Danny Hilario, a relief pitcher at 24, and more significantly, a right fielder named Tyler Naquin, 41. They defeated the hapless Tampa Bay, the DSL Rays, 13-0, and they destroyed the ACL Guardians, 17-9. Isaac Ion is going to be their pitcher. The aggressor, Cincinnati Reds, by the way, obviously neither team has an upgrade because of this region. Very few teams in this region will survive long enough to get an upgrade. The Reds have imported Baden Root, a closer at 36 from the ACL Brewers, whom they beat 10-3. Ty Floyd will be starting that game. All right, here we go. I'm not really into this yet, so let's go to the 5th. Dodgers are winning 3-1. Let's go to the 7th. Okay, I think we can. That was unremarkable. The Reds basically get killed. The Dodgers have just won their 3rd game, and they will inherit the best that the Reds have. Oh! A milestone has been reached. It takes forever to flip through my notes. This is amazing. All this is cut out for you, but in fact, I'm probably going to cut this out. But I have to flip through my notes all the time, and they're in the order that things happened, and that's not helpful anymore. This is the first time that a page has had both teams eliminated on both sides. On the other side of the ACL Reds is the Akron Rubber Ducks, who were eliminated by the Guardians, who are also now non-existent. Look at the shape that is developing here. Massive ACL Dodger territory. They've just won their 3rd game. They've been attacked all 3 times. They're just sitting there and knocking people down that are coming at them. The Reds are losing Baden Root, so this guy's going to ACL Dodgers. That was their import player. They never had anybody upgraded, but obviously their best player is this guy. This sound is the sound of the first of 300 pages being thrown away from my notes. What do the Dodgers have now? Of their 4 top players, the only original roster guy is Justin Dean. So they picked up Baden Root, Tyler Naquin, and Chase Burns. They also have Danny Hilario, who is way down here. See what this does to their team. Chase Burns definitely going into the rotation. Looks like Isaac Ion might have had his last start, and Justin Chambers is probably getting replaced. Maybe. They're really close. Yeah, Baden Root went to the closing position. Chase Burns will start their next game. Well, that's interesting. How many players do they have now? They've got 29. Next up, El Paso. We're staying almost in the same area. Boy, what are you going to do, El Paso? Next. Moving. Oh, they're touching the Royals now. This is crazy. Randy Vasquez is starting pitcher. BABIP. I have no idea how to say that stat. I've never heard anyone say it. 216. Whoa. Where was this guy? 44? Yeah. 216. 47. Flying up the ranks. Pick number 3 of the episode. Windy City Thunderbolts. Just like the taxi driver says in It's a Wonderful Life, this has all the makings of a run on the bank. This has all the makings of a return to the Chicago White Sox. Well, there are some possibilities of no game. We have, I think, 5 teams at 3-0. White Sox are about to try to become the first 4-0 team. All right, the Chicago White Sox have won 3 games. They beat the Chicago Dogs 9-2. They beat the Kane County Cougars 9-0, and they beat the Chicago Cubs 8-7 in extra innings. They have absorbed Mr. Suzuki, less impressively, Coulter and Upshaw. Although, and I did not make a big deal out of this, and I need to now, when the White Sox beat the Chicago Cubs, it was Armand Upshaw who drove in the game-winning run. This dude was put in as a defensive replacement in the 9th inning, and he won the game for them. The White Sox have inherited 3 players, and none of them are pitchers. Shane Smith, Sean Burke, and Martin Perez. This is going to be Shane Smith's second start. This is the first person to start a second game. All right, Shane Smith's only a 49. Windy City, on the other hand, they've not played a game. Bryce Helgeth is their guy. Michael Sandel is their upgrade player. This is the 3rd game in a row that the White Sox are being attacked. So this little teams around them, and I include the Cubs in that, are just coming at them. And the White Sox have taken care of business. Yeah. We have 4,500 people here. Our 3rd game in a row at Comiskey Park is what I will always call it. New Comiskey. I fully expect the White Sox to win this game. I think Shane Smith is going to cruise, but I'm going to go every other inning, so up to the 3rd. Okay. Wow. No strikeouts for Smith. Holy shnikes. 4 unearned runs. Half an inning. This guy committed 1 error and there are 4 unearned runs. I wish I was a little more interested in what happened there, but I'm not. All right, we're going to go to the 8th. Holy smokes. Half innings just to see if we're 12 runs away from tying the record. Could easily happen. Okay. That was terrible. 20-0. Seiya Suzuki hit 2 home runs in that game. He was not the player of the game, but he was in the running. This effectively eliminates the main barrier between the White Sox and the Brewers. If you're a White Sox fan and you're riding this 4-0 thing that's going on here, I'd be kind of scared, as you're 2 turns away from having to deal with that. For the rest of us, it will merely be interesting. I wanted to point out that Shane Smith threw a complete game, 1 hitter with 1 walk. They're going to get this guy. Yeah, he's had 1 50-point upgrade to something. Who knows what. Boy, that was a disaster for Windy City. And the Frontier League? Yeah, they're in the Frontier League. That was a disaster for the Frontier League. There was nothing good about that. Nothing good happened. I mean, they got 1 hit and 1 walk. I wonder if it was the same guy. Let's see what the White Sox do with this guy. They've imported the entire outfield. A left fielder, center fielder, and a right fielder. I had forgotten this. Not only is he the best player on their team, he's in a different league from them. How did the Cubs lose that game? Well, Michael Sandal's the worst player on the team. Did I do that right? It's very rare that they show up nowhere. Well, I am back after several long days of no activity. After incredibly active and crazy episode 10, episode 11's taking a long time to put together. This is spin number 4, Great Lake Loons. Threatening the Lansing Lugnuts. They're not taking the bait. Starting pitcher Wyatt Crowell. $208 teams on the wheel. Staying in Michigan for the Detroit Tigers. They're not immediately threatening anybody, but they probably will be after this. Man, it's been a while since I've worked on this. I'm a little bit out of the swing of it. The Tigers guy is Tarek Skubal. Infield error. 85. Bristol. Way up in Maine, I believe. This might be the worst team left in the game. They might have been the worst team, period. Matas Sergatus is their upgrade guy. He's left fielder. Outfield arm. Outfield arm by 100. 182. He's got a cannon now. Matas Sergatus. If he ever is in a situation where he's got the ball in his glove, he can send it somewhere. Bristol takes more land in the United States. Oh, wow. Look at Maine. Maine has 4 international teams in it, and then Portland. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be another easy one. Young Pyo Kao. Upgrade. Starting pitcher. Movement. 52. 5-point jump. Spin number 7. Beloit Sky Carp. I always want to say the Beloit Snappers. Don't know when they became the Sky Carp, but I knew them as the Snappers at some point. We're in this hotly contested area. This is kind of like the junior version of Pennsylvania, Florida, Arizona. Huge shot at an upgrade. Also a huge shot at playing the Lake Dogs. Their guy is Brian Mendoza. Yep, infield range, 150. Still 208 teams left. Icheon Twins. Okay, the Icheon Twins are way up here in the Port Angeles area of Washington. They can only go one direction. There's no reason to spin the wheel. They are protected from Seattle. Got a nice buffer between the Rainiers. Myungkyung Park. Top pitch. Taking that one off the wheel right at the beginning. 253. 353. No change for him. Okay, he moves into the closer spot because of that. I think this is the first DSL team that's been picked the whole since we started round 2. I'm pretty sure. DSL Athletics, we're in Texas. We're either going to try to take out our neighboring rivals, or we're going to take more of Texas. The Rockhounds have somebody in their neighborhood. And that is the single largest change in Texas that we've ever had, thanks to those gigantic Big Bend area counties. All right, their guy is Jose Pinto. We have another situation where the ratings have changed slightly, which I don't mind. That's why I write these things down, I guess. Jose Pinto's the guy. He's getting 100 points now. He is a starter. Control right. 314. Oh, he went up 1. Probably just got the point back that he had lost. Some of these guys are really trying to climb out of the cellar, trying to get somewhere before they meet up with somebody that's just going to crush them. The Gwinnett Stripers, got to concentrate on that. They are lying in proximity to the Braves, but cannot touch the Braves, I guess, unless they go straight through here. Moved into their second county, and their upgrade player is Jared Kalenic. Oh, he's a left fielder. We've had so many pitchers. Power right. Oh my God. 46 power right plus 100. This guy just became, he just pulled a sword from the stone. 513 out of 600. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? We just... Jeez. This is now the record holder for the largest upgrade. Officially, 19 points. He went from 45 to 64. The previous was 8 by somebody in the Columbus Clippers. This guy just became a god. I don't think the Braves are necessarily scared of this team. Man, they should be. Lowest players at 38. This is Wheelspin number 10. DSL Phillies Red. Okay, off the coast of Louisiana. Okay, they can go anywhere. They can land in Texas. They can go to Florida. We'll just call it here. Phillies Red, landfall in Louisiana. Got another marker off the blue. Still so many. Can't believe how hard that was for those teams in the first round to just move off the blue. They defeated the DSL Tigers 5-2, and they absorbed Santiago Pinta, left fielder. Let's see if we can see him. Rated at 27. One of the better players on the team. So their upgrade player will be Noel Maya. Let's get this guy on here. He's got movement right. 409. Went up 2. Number 11. Winnipeg. This will be an upgrade for sure, because they're way up here. If it spins off the mark here, I'm going to pick the territory it's closest to. So if it points back at Canada, which is what it did, but it is leaning to the east, so I'm going here. That's turned into quite a nice chunk of land for Winnipeg. I think this was about the 8th team to go overall. We haven't seen them since. Their upgrade player is Jacob Robson. All right, he's a left fielder, Jacob Robson. We really need to ask this question now. Can he catch? We're about to have 3 catchers abilities here because there's only one thing left. We're going to remove base running skills from this. And we'll just see on the off chance if we get a catcher on the next one. If not, we'll restock and there will be 3 catchers only. Holy smokes. 40 base running skills. 231 out of 250. 41. This is like the smartest base runner in baseball right now. I'm sure somebody's going to catch up to him. And guess what, folks? Look at this map. Jacob Robson is going to be a T-Rex before too long. Midland Rockhounds. Let's see if they go toward the DSL invaders down here. They're going straight at the Athletics. Midland's upgrade is Michel Otanes. Aviator's hat. That's gotta be bad luck. Movement left. Got rid of both movements right off the bat. No pun intended. 539. Holy shnikes. Yeah, he's in the 50s. This is kind of lapped over a couple of different days. I can't even remember if there's been a game in this episode. Chattanooga Lookouts. Don't have a game either. Back to this madness. Chattanooga's going toward somebody, but I don't think they can. Who is this down here? Oh, it's Rome. This one, it's real close, but I'm going to do. Edwin. Oh, I remember this. Chattanooga's got this awesome shortstop. Yeah, that looks like somebody I used to know. That's the team he was on. I know he's on like a fall league team too, but that doesn't count right now. Wow, okay, so this is going to be his second go. He's already 4 higher than anyone else. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this. And we've got 3 catchers on here. So we got Avoid K right. So last time he got an upgrade, it was to become an epic fielder. This time he is going to become incredibly patient with right-handed pitching. 491. And this guy's just got blue all over the place. Very interesting. He should probably have a couple more upgrades in him as well before. Well, this is a double A team, and I think we've seen anything can happen. We had a high A team knock off a major league team. You know, on most days, the major league teams could stop the crap out of any of these guys, but every once in a while, they slip through. Number 14. I don't want this to be over. I gotta knock at least one team off this list in this session. The DSL Athletics again? This is amazing. They are charging through Texas. The odds that they're going to hit Midland are crazy. I mean, they might hit the Nationals. If they hit the Nationals, it'd be a good thing for them. DSL Athletics conquering West Texas. See if the DSL Nationals do anything about it. Or the Midland Rockhounds. Great Falls Voyagers going way out to Montana. And this is likely not going to be a game either. They definitely increase the likelihood that it'll happen next time, though. Their upgrade players, Devin Hurdle. Second upgrade for him. No catching abilities. Gap right. Alright, I'm going to do one more just because it'll be like a bonus spin for the fact that there have been no games, and now watch me get involved in a 30-minute game. One bonus spin. Here we go. ACL Angels. Yeah, of course, we're going to have a game. Maybe. There's like a 50-50 chance. And I'm shutting this down no matter where this points. So, it's going to point at somebody. It's pointing at the rafters. Okay, yeah, this is his third upgrade. He is tied for the most with Thomas Harrington, who I think is on the Altoona curve. 250 points. We're going to spin completely new wheel spin for this guy. Infield range. Yeah, these guys have never played. One of the few DSL teams that has never played a game. And they are taking over huge chunks of Texas. All right, down to the main attraction, and we'll get this episode wrapped up. Here are your updates on this team. Keep in mind, the ACL Angels have imported Sam Knowlton. He, I believe, is their closer. Yeah, right here. He's the closer. Highest rated player on the team at 37. They beat the ACL Diamondbacks 7-0. On the pitching of Chris Cortez, the Salt River Rafters have, keep in mind, if they win this game, Sam Knowlton's progression stops. You know, the ACL Angels are out. Sam Knowlton doesn't go anywhere. His game is over. They have upgraded Juan Guerrero twice. So they are going to be pitching Blake Adams, their third starter. This is the second starter for the Angels, third starter for the Rafters. They can't import anybody. Again, this is just going to be massive territory for whoever takes this over. I also wanted to point out that the Angels have Tim Anderson on their team from the Major League team when they were eliminated. This guy, well, he can't transfer to the Rafters anyway. Nobody transfers to the Rafters. Even if you could, Tim Anderson wouldn't be going. Let's go through the fourth. The Rafters are winning fairly easily at this point. Let's go to the 6th, 7, 8, half, bottom of the 8th. Okay. A rare sight in this episode. Actual gameplay. And it looks like the Angels are going down without a fight so far. This Shivili guy is pitching. He took care of business the last time we saw him. And he's... Oh! I was going to say, and he still is, but we have the tying run at the plate now with one out. I was going to say, outfield's pretty okay, unless you're hitting it to center. Last chance for the Angels logo to remain in the game comes down to Anthony Santa Cruz de Ovidio. Salt River Rafters just won kind of quietly just won their third game. They beat the Peoria Javelinas and the ACL Rockies. Interesting things have happened. First of all, I want to point out that the Salt River Rafters have never attacked anybody. They've been attacked 3 times. They've won all 3 games. Okay, there are now 3 players sitting at 250. Thomas Harrington, Juan Guerrero, and Jose Pinto. Juan Guerrero sits on the bench on this team. Has never done anything. He's not been inserted into this game. We'll have to see what he lands on this time. Tied for the most upgraded player in the whole game, and he's not seen the field 1 time in 3 games. The Salt River Rafters have very quietly, and again, they've been on defense the whole time, they very quietly have moved into the number 2 spot on the power rankings. And the only team in front of them is the 4-0 Chicago White Sox. So let's do Guerrero first. Here's Guerrero. Left field. Oh, did he get in the game? He had one. Okay, he had 1 at bat versus the Rockies game, which was their first game. So he had a pinch hit at bat in an 8-0 game. And he's a 36. God, there's so many teams. He'd be the best player on the team. It's crazy. So the last wheel spin of the game for this episode. Oh my God. This guy can't catch a break. 178. Hey, is he fast? I bet his pinch hitting, he's okay. His pinch hitting opportunities get bumped up. Did he move up? No, he's still way down here. Jeez. Let's see if Guerrero makes it onto the pinch hitting list for this. No, they just don't care. In a second, you'll be seeing the stats. I'm going to run those through. But first, we have some extermination to do, and I'd also like to say goodbye to Scowron, I think was his name. Scowlin? Oh, Sam Knowlton. Yeah, Sam Knowlton and Tim Anderson. End of the line. More casualties falling in front of Fall League and Draft League teams. More importantly, this logo is also gone. This is out of the game. Just like Tim Anderson. That is the end of episode 11. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Episode 12 will be coming soon.